Hi everyone, welcome to my Facebook Live today. My name is Mandy Witherby from Mandy's Papercraft Creations, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Sydney, Australia. Now, I didn't announce that I was going live today. I am jumping on with an impromptu live. I'm not crafting today, but I am showing you some products. So I thought I would jump on today to talk to you about the Stampin' Up starter kit promotion at the moment. So Stampin' Up are running a special promotion because it's their 35th anniversary this year, which is amazing that Stampin' Up has been around for 35 years. So that tells you that it's a very good company, very reputable company, very successful company to be around for such a long time. So I thought I'd jump on just to explain to you a little bit about the starter kit and what joining Stampin' Up looks like. And I have an example to show you of what you could put in your starter kit so you can see how much product you can actually put into your starter kit. Now, the starter kit is not predetermined, so you can choose any products that you like at all from the current products to put into your starter kit. But sometimes if there are new crafters or people are starting to get into crafting, or they want to get into crafting and they really feel overwhelmed by all the products to know what to put into their starter kit. So I thought that I would put together a little starter kit to show you what it looks like. But before we do that, let's talk about what you receive as part of the Stampin' Up community. So when you join with Stampin' Up, when you purchase your starter kit, you are then deemed as part of the Stampin' Up community, and you will be called a demonstrator. Even if you don't demonstrate product, we are all of us that have joined are deemed as demonstrators. Doesn't mean that we have to demonstrate products, because you absolutely don't. So if you join with Stampin' Up, you're welcome just to join for the discount, which is amazing, 20 to 25% discount. So you will start at 20% discount, and then you can build it up to 25% over time with qualifying sales. And I can explain more of that to you at a later date. Or if you would like to get in contact with me and ask more questions, I can explain more about that. But you definitely start at 20% discount. So you purchase that starter kit, and then from there you'll get that 20% discount. Now, you don't need to do classes, you don't need to film Facebook Lives like I do, you don't even need to sell product. You can simply purchase the product for yourself and your own creative enjoyment. So so don't feel that there's any pressure ever around that. Now, of course, I am here to support each of my team members as well, and we would love to welcome you into our beautiful crafting community. We have a beautiful group of people in our crafting community, and we would love to welcome you into our community. We have our own Facebook group, and it's quite a busy little Facebook group. There's always something going on in there. We also have a monthly team gathering where we come together on Zoom, because my team is spread all over Australia. So in every state of Australia, we have team members. And so it's a little bit hard to catch up in person. However, in saying that, so let me backtrack. We have a monthly team gathering via Zoom. So I do team recognitions for different things, and then I give all of the latest Stampin' Up news and talk about things that are coming up. I might do a little bit of training, just mainly around things that are useful for everybody, like where to find things on the demonstrator website and those kinds of things. And then after that, we have a couple of hours of creative time together. Now, sometimes myself or one of our team members will do a presentation or like a demonstration of a project, and everyone can craft along, or you can do your own thing. But other times we just have BYO, so we bring along our own projects and we just craft along, have a chat, sip on our cuppers or whatever your preferred drink is, and we just have a really great time together. It's always lovely to get together to craft along together. So yeah, so that's what we do. We also have, I collaborate on monthly tutorial bundles. So my team gets those each month as well. I'm just looking at my list here to make sure that I don't miss anything. Now there are opportunities there as well. If you did want to share Stampin' Up with your friends, with your family, or if you want to go beyond that as well, I am here to support you in that. If you don't wish to do that, that's okay as well. But I am here to offer training and support in that as well. We do have a business builders group also, and there's lots and lots of past videos in there as well that you can catch up on, and information and all sorts of things. I'm doing a lot of one-on-one meetings and coaching at the moment, so with my team members, so I'm happy to do that as well. Whatever it is that you need or that you would like, then yeah, we just sort of tailor those things to the individual. So in terms of Stampin' Up in general, let me tell you, oh, there's more than that as well. Oh, that's what I was going to say too. So we also do throughout the year, we will have team creative nights or afternoons where we'll just get together on Zoom and we'll just craft. We might bring our kits, or we might bring our projects that we're working on, and we'll just have a fun afternoon or a fun evening together. I also this year actually, in January, we had an in-person lunch, and we had some afternoon teas and things as well. Earlier in the year when the weather was a little bit warmer and everyone was keen to get out, for those that were local. And we also had our first team retreat this year, and all of the team were invited, and we had some zooming in from interstate as well who couldn't attend in person, but we had them zooming in also, so that was a lot of fun. Having that team retreat, and we had projects for them to create, we had prizes and all sorts of fun things. We had a really, really fun day. So in terms of Stampin' Up, when you join Stampin' Up, you not only become part of my beautiful team, which is called the Papercraft Gems, because I do believe that every person is precious and valued, just like a precious gem. And I do like to extend that to everybody, and we want it to be a safe place for people, an inclusive space, somewhere where people feel a sense of belonging, and that they are cared for. So in terms of the wider Stampin' Up community, outside of my team, you have the opportunity of connecting with thousands of like-minded crafty people from all around the world, which is super, super exciting. Now, I didn't know about that before I joined, and that was one of the major things that has really impacted me, apart from my own beautiful team, of course. But one of the big things that has impacted me is all the beautiful people that I have met from around the world, and the wonderful friendships that I have developed with some of those people. It's a very, very special community, the Stampin' Up community. So yeah, I would really love to welcome you in there. Now, if you are jumping on while I am filming, and you have any questions, feel free to ask me those, or you can contact me afterwards as well. If you're watching the replay, or you don't feel confident to ask questions as I'm filming live, feel free to get in contact with me. You can message me via Messenger. There is a message button at the top of my page here, so feel free to grab that. If you're watching this on YouTube later on, all my contacts will be in my link. All my links will be there in my Linktree link, so you can click on that in the details. All right, Stampin' Up. So there's a wide crafty community. As I said, you'll have access to the demonstrator website, and there is so many resources there that are amazing. So many great things that all demonstrators can use. And then if you are one that wants to take it a bit further, there's lots of training there that's available to you as well. We get weekly updates, and we get weekly emails from Stampin' Up as well. There's usually a little creative challenge in there too. That's something else my team do as well. I do creative challenges for my team each month. I set a creative challenge, and then I award a prize as well at the end of the month. So that's always exciting and fun too. We love sharing our creativity together, so it's one way that we do that. So yes, so we get lots of information from Stampin' Up, which is fantastic. You will be able to get your demonstrator discount on top of any of the current promotions. So if there is a sale on stamps, for instance, then not only do you get the customer discount like everybody else, but you get your demonstrator discount on top of that too. So you get a discount, which is awesome. We get early access to new products and new catalogs, which is super fun. There is, you can exit at any time as well, is what I meant to say before. There's no lock-in period. However, if you do join now during October, you can stay and enjoy that discount till at least the end of March. And then you can, make the choice whether or not you continue or not. There are quarterly minimums to meet, and some people get hung up on that and they get really worried about that. But what we say is, don't worry about that. Join, try it out, test it out, see how you feel about the community. With that quarterly minimum, your first quarterly minimum, you wouldn't need to meet that until the end of March. And then if you don't meet it by then, you actually have an extra month, which is kind of like a grace period. We call it a pending month, which is April. So you could stay till the end of April, and even if you don't meet that quarterly minimum, you can enjoy the discount for all of that time. And then after that, you can just go back to being a customer if you like to. That's absolutely no problem. So the quarterly minimums, they work out at around, after your discount, it works out at around about $125 a month. Now you can break that up over the quarter, or you might want to put in, I've got some team members that just put in their quarterly minimum just at the very beginning of the quarter, and others that break it up over the month. So that is totally up to you. You can spend more than that if you want to as well, of course, or if you are getting some orders from friends, then of course that all adds up as well and helps you to meet those quarterly minimums. But if you don't want to do that, that's okay too. So as I said, don't worry too much about that at this stage. You can just join, just get the starter kit, and even if you don't do anything else, you still can stay until the end of April. So that is super, super awesome. Now what else? Let me have a look. I'm having a look over here on my list to make sure I don't forget to tell you anything. I think that is pretty much it. But let me show you how much product you can get in a starter kit. Now, as I showed you before, there are two options for the starter kit at the moment, okay? So you can choose to get, well, you know what? Let's tip the camera down onto the desktop. I'll show you what it looks like so you can get a visual, because sometimes that helps. I'm a very visual person, and so I like to see things, and that really helps me to sort of process, everything. So let's do that. Let's tip the camera down to the desk, and I will actually show you these products, and I'll explain for you the different options as well. So bear with me one moment. I'm going to cover up the camera while I tip the camera down, just so I don't make anyone dizzy. So bear with me. Here we go. All right. 2 secs while I just get this ready for you. Whoops, let's tighten this up. It's a bit squeaky. Tighten it up nice and tight. And there we go. I'll just adjust the lighting here. Oh, we're a little bit wonky. So I'll just tweak that camera a little bit till we get that nice and straight. That's a little bit better. There we go. All right. So here is the special. Let me bring those lights in a little bit so you can see a bit better. There we go. So here's the special. So you can choose, because it's a 35-year anniversary, you get to choose either 35% off the normal cost of the starter kit, and I'll show you what that looks like in a moment, or you can choose to add 35% more value to the starter kit and pay the usual price, okay? So let me show you what that looks like. All right, so option 1, to get the 35% off the normal cost, if you select this, you'll get to choose $235 worth of product, but you're only going to pay $109.85. Now, this is Australian dollars. If you are in a different country, it'll be different in your currency. Okay, so this is just Australian currency. I'll just move that down a little bit so you can see where you can find my join links. Okay, so that's the first option. That's option 1. Now, if you want 35% more value, what you are going to do is you are going to get to choose $317.25 worth of product, and you're only going to pay $169. Okay, so what that means is you're going to get an additional $148.25 worth of free extra products. And for the first option, I didn't tell you as well, you'll actually save $59.15 on the usual starter kit price, and you're going to receive $125.15 of free product. So whichever option you choose, perhaps it might depend on what suits your budget, or it might depend on how much you're willing to outlay at this point to try it out. Then, you know, that is totally up to you. Now, not only that, but you will get free shipping on your starter kit, okay? Plus, with this promotion, you are going to get free registration for the upcoming Stampin' Up! On Stage at Home virtual event in November. Now, that event is for only demonstrators. Only Stampin' Up! Demonstrators are eligible to attend that event. It's an amazing event. It's always lots of fun, and it's valued at $123. And it's online, so you can watch it from anywhere, and it will also be available on replay if you're unavailable on the actual day that it airs. Okay. Plus, of course, all of the perks of being part of my awesome team and the Stampin' Up! Community. Okay, so that's all the nitty gritty of everything. Now, let me show you what it looks like. Now, you might also be wondering, well, okay, this sounds really great. How do I join? How do I purchase this starter kit? If you go to my blog, or you can go to my website, okay, so either of these, and you click on my join button. There's a join button at the top of each one of those home pages. Then that'll take you straight through to my joining link, and it'll walk you through the process. It's a very simple process, very easy, very self-explanatory. So you can do that there. All right, so I put together a little sample starter kit. As I said, you can put anything you like into the starter kit. This is just a sample, just to kind of show you how much product you can get in the starter kit. So for the first option, when you are choosing $235 worth of product and only paying $109.85, I did forget to mention this promotion runs until the end of October 2023. Okay, so you've got time to have a think about it. Yeah, so that's awesome. So these are all the products that I have chosen. Okay, so let me show you what that looks like. All right, so first of all, you would get to choose all of these things in here, or you can choose all of these things in here. You might like to choose different products, but this is just everything that I pulled out, and I wanted to show you what it looks like, how much product it looks like. Now, under here, we've got a full pack as well of A4 cardstock. Plus, you can choose an assortment pack of colors. So I've chosen the brights just as a little example. Now, you get 2 sheets of each of the 10 colors in there. Okay, so that would be a full pack of the brights colors. Let's go through them one by one. We have a full pack of brights 6x6 designer series paper. Let's have a look what that looks like. Now, again, this is just an example. You can choose whatever you like, but if you need a hand choosing products to put into your starter kit, something like this might be helpful for you as a helpful suggestion. Now, if you don't like these products, or these aren't your colors that you like to work with, there are other color families or other color collections that you can choose from as well. We have the subtles, the regals, the neutrals, and the, what am I missing? Oops, subtles, regals, neutrals, brights, Yes, and then there are the in color products as well. Okay, so we've got all of this beautiful designer series paper. Look at this, it's all double-sided. Okay, now you could make so many cards with this. This pack I pulled out to coordinate with this cardstock. Okay, so you've got all of that. Then you can also get the classic Stampin' Spots assortment, and you get 8 little ink spots that look like this. Now, I didn't have the actual colors in the ink spots that they have in that set that comes, so I just pulled out 8 that I have, just to show you what it looks like in terms of how many ink pads you get. But in this one, you get, now let me have a look. I have it marked here in my catalogue. You get Basic Grey, Coastal Cabana, Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Gorgeous Grape, Granny Apple Green, Real Red, and Shaded Spruce. Now, they will coordinate beautifully with that cardstock and that DSP, that designer series paper. Okay, so we get 8 ink pads, remember, not necessarily these colours, because I didn't have the colours that come in that little assortment. Then you can also get a pack of note cards and envelopes. So these are pre-scored cards that you just need to fold in half. They come with coordinating envelopes. Now, I've got the vanilla here, but you can choose them in vanilla or white. Okay. Then you can also choose a full pack of basic white A4 cardstock, and you get 40 sheets in there. So these are great for your card bases, for stamping your sentiments, for stamping your images on and then colouring them. Always great to have a pack of A4 cardstock in your stash because you will use it. Then you can also choose some adhesive, because of course we need adhesive for our cards. So we've got some Stampin' Dimensionals, which are our 3D mounting foam, and there's 3 sheets of dimensionals in there. And then we've got some multi-purpose liquid glue. This is awesome stuff. This is fantastic glue. You can use that for most of your crafting projects. Okay. Then, of course, we need, we'll come back to that one, some beautiful embellishments. So here I've got the adhesive backed trio sequins. Then, of course, we need something to stamp with. So I've pulled out the Circle Sayings bundle. Now this one comes with, let's pop that over to the side. This one comes with the beautiful beautiful stamp set and the coordinating punch. You can get that bundle together. And this stamp set is a really good one because you've got sentiments for all different occasions, and these stamps that coordinate with them, you can use them for lots of different occasions as well. And there's a punch to coordinate. So there's a punch that coordinates with each of these. These are actually shown at 85% size on the cover, but they are a lot larger than that when you see them. So they coordinate beautifully with the punch. Okay, and then of course we need a block to mount our stamps onto. These are repositional photopolymer stamps, so they go on your acrylic block, they'll come back off your acrylic block, and you can get a block as well. So if we have a look at all of that together, the value of that is actually $234.50. That's as close to the $235 that I could get it. It's pretty close. If you can get it close, if you can find other items to make up closer to 200 or right on 235, you are welcome to do that. That's kind of as close as I could do it. So I can't even fit all of these products on screen. Look at all of that. Okay, so that's all $235 worth of product, or $234.50 worth of product. You can get all of that for $109.85. Okay. But what if you want option 2? What if you want to pay $169? So if you want to pay $169, but choose, sorry, excuse my Band-Aid. I broke my nail today. You'll be able to choose $317.25. So what would that look like? Okay, that would be all of that product. Okay, be all of this. Plus, which I can't even fit it all. Let's see if I can fit it. Can I squeeze it all in? Let's see if we can squeeze it all in. Okay, so that would be all of that. Plus, you might like to choose a Stampin' trimmer. Okay, we all need a paper trimmer, so you might like a paper trimmer. If you're new to crafting, you might not have a trimmer, so you might like to choose a trimmer. You might like to choose some twine so that you've got embellishment and ribbon or twine. This is linen thread. It's very versatile because it's a neutral color, so it goes with lots and lots of things, pretty much anything, and you can color it with your inks too. So that's really cool. Then something really fun. I have here the 4 square decorative masks. So these are like a stencil. Well, they are basically a stencil, but Stampin' Up calls them decorative masks. And these are a lot of fun that you can play with your ink pads to create beautiful backgrounds and decorative elements on your cards. So we've got these beautiful backgrounds here, or beautiful designs, I should say. Okay, now you need something to apply the ink, so we have a pack of 5 of sponge daubers. There we go. So they are the additional things that I pulled out. As I said, you can choose whatever you like up to the value of $317.25 and only pay $169. I have just pulled out a sampling of products for you. Now, all of that, I got that up to $316.50. So it's just short of the $317.25. But you can build it all the way up to $317.25. So that's an example of option 2. So there you go. So look at all that product. It's so much product that you can get in your starter kit. So I just wanted to give you a little example. As I said, you can choose whatever current products are available that you like to put in the starter kit. But if you are new to stamping, now if you do decide to get these and you are new to crafting and you're not quite sure how to use them, I would love to share with you how to use them, and I could show you how to play with these and make beautiful backgrounds. There's so many different techniques that you can use with the decorative masks. As long as you've got your daubers and your ink pads, you are good to go. So there you go. So that is a lot of product, and I know you can't quite see all of the cardstock and the DSP, which is just off the side there. There we go, put it like that so you can see it a bit better. So isn't that heaps of product? So there you go. So I just wanted to show you that. All right, I'm going to tip the camera back up to my face again. So bear with me. Here we go. I'll just adjust these clamps. Here we go, here we go. So there we go. That's a lot of product, isn't it? Let me just adjust these lights again so that I've got, I've got a little bit of light. There we go. Otherwise I'll be in the half dark. So it's a lot of product, isn't it? When you see it all laid out, because if you just listen to the figures, you kind of think, oh, well, what does that look like? How much is that? And how much product is that, you know, actually? When you look at it like that, it's a lot of product. It's a lot of cardstock, a lot of paper. You've got your embellishments, you've got your inks, 8 colors of ink you can get. If you get those little ink spots, that little collection, the assortment of ink spots, they are actually called Classic Stampin' Spots Assortment. So if that is something that you might be interested in and you would like more details, please let me know. If you would like to join with me and you would like the listing of all of those products I've just shown you, I can send that to you so that you have all of the item codes, the price, the product names and everything. And I would love to help you with that. But please feel free to ask me any questions that you may have in regards to joining Stampin' Up and joining my team. But as I said, at the moment, with that amazing offer, you get so much extra value. It's really a great time to join. And as I said, even if you join just to test it out, to see how you feel about the community once you're there, you'll get those products. You know, you can choose whatever products you want. As I said, this is just an example. and just try it out and see how you go. And if you decide that it's not for you, no problem. You can just go back to being a customer, but you don't know if you don't give it a go. So please feel free to get in contact with me and ask me any questions that you would like to. And I would be happy to have a chat with you. Well, I hope that helped you to make some decisions, and I would really love to welcome you to our team. So please, please consider that and feel free to get in contact with me. So I will leave it there. Thank you so much for your time. And I hope that you have a great crafting rest of the week. What day is it? It's Thursday, so we're nearly to the weekend. So have a great rest of the week, everyone, and a great weekend. And as I always say, happy crafting. Bye.